Hi everyone, my name is Robert and welcome back to a new video. In this video I will be in Mjölby. Yeah, it's a town located in Östergötland, just like Linköping and Norrköping. Yeah, I'm going to explore how it looks like in that small town. Yeah, I'm now in Klippan waiting for the train which is going to Hässleholm. Then I will take a train from Hässleholm. Yeah, now it's a temporary bus going from Älmhult to Moheda both in Småland, and then I will take the train from Moheda directly to Mjölby, with a stop in Nässjö. Yeah, it's going to be fun in this video, so yeah, let's have some fun. Alright, now I'm in Hässleholm and waiting for the train which is going to... Yeah, it will only have a stop in Älmhult and it will not go entirely to Mjölby. Yeah, as I said before, I will take the temporary bus from Älmhult to Moheda. Alright my friends, I have bought a cup of coffee. I need to stay awake, and I also bought some kind of healthier candy, without sugar and with magnesium. Alright, here comes the train. Alright, I am on board the bus which is going from Älmhult to Moheda, and after that I will take the train from there to Mjölby. Yeah, it takes a longer time with the bus, but it is not the whole world. Sometimes things like this will be like this. Yeah, sometimes I need to take bus and leave with that. Alright, now we are going. Alright, now I'm in Moheda and I will jump on board the train which is going to Stockholm, but I will jump off in Mjölby. Alright, I am in Mjölby now, and here is a train station. Yeah, my friends, there are trains going to other parts of Sweden. Yeah, there are trains going to Gävle, for example, not only to Stockholm and Malmö, and eventually Copenhagen in Denmark. Alright, I'm walking up the stairs and to the hotel. Yeah, the hotel is not far away from the train station. There is the hotel I'm going to sleep in. Yeah, it is very close to the train station. I don't need to walk far away. Yeah, my friends, there is the train which came all the way from Gävle. Yeah, Gävle is one of the towns in Sweden I have been to so far. Alright, I am in the hotel room now. Yeah, here's the bed and here's a vase with some flowers. There is the mirror, there is the exit from this room. Here's the TV. Here's the table with a tea cooker. Here's the windows. I can see outdoors. Yeah, not the best view. Yeah, out there is a ladder. I'm going to show you the toilet. Yeah, here's the toilet. Here's the shower room. Yeah, there is the shower. Yeah, now I have lit up. Alright, I'm watching TV. And I'm going to eat too. I'm going to eat fish with cheese, and I have fried the fish, and for that I have vegetables, cabbage and leek, yeah, some healthy things, and for that I have tortilla bread, whole wheat. Yeah, I brought my own food instead of eating expensive food on the restaurant. I want to save the money, of course. Yeah, my friends, take a look outdoors. There is the train station and Mjölby. And I'm still on the hotel. Yeah, my friends, here in this hotel there is a relaxing gym. Alright, I've been to the gym and yeah, the sauna, and saw how it looked like there. Yeah, one good thing is that it is for free when you live here on the hotel. Alright, I'm going to be on the sauna later. Now I'm outdoors to explore the town of Mjölby. Alright, I'm going to walk this direction. Alright, I am on the other side of the railroad now. Alright, it starts to become a little bit darker. There is the church and there are the tall buildings. Yeah, my friends, it's a little bit dark to show you of the park. Yeah, I will be here again the day after when it's brighter and show you more here. Alright, I'm by the city hall and the library here in Mjölby. Yeah, unfortunately it is closed now. Alright, I'm walking by the roundabout, yeah, with music notes. Yeah, my friends, in English the town is called the Flower Village. Yeah, flour, it's the ingredients that is needed for, yeah, food such as bread and pasta. Alright, I'm walking by a school here in Mjölby. Alright, now I'm by a play park here in Mjölby. Yeah, my friends, I am very close to one of the most famous symbols for this town. Yeah, right now I'm by another hotel there, what it looks like. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good that I live on a hotel very close to the train station and not in that hotel, because it's far away from the train station. Alright, I am by the shopping area now. Yeah, and the thing that is a symbol for this town, which I talked about, which I need to show you, and which I also need to see here, yeah, it's worth to see here, is of course the potato in the middle of a roundabout. Yeah, it is also possible to make flour of potatoes. Yeah, there is something called potato flour. Yeah, my friends, it's so nice to see that symbol for this town. I have seen it on television. Alright, it's time for me to walk back to the hotel. Yeah, I need to have time to be on the sauna. Yeah, it is also of course for free for me who lives on the hotel. Yeah, my friends, being in the sauna and relaxing, yeah, is something that I really love to do. Yeah, I have a sauna included in the gym I train in. Yeah, especially when I have taken a bath, also included in my gym membership. Yeah, I relax on the sauna there. Yeah, I also remember the group Kai's song Bada Bastu, taking a bath in the sauna. Yeah, I have seen them in real life in Melodifestivalen last year in 2025. Alright, I'm by the industrial area of Mjölby. Alright, I'm by the residential buildings there. Yeah, I'm very close to the center again, I think. Alright, I'm by another play park here in Mjölby. Yeah, it's good to have play parks so the kids can have something fun to do. Alright, I'm back in the center. I see the city hall there. Yeah, my friends, to the right there is a place named after a hill located in the port of Sweden where I come from. Yeah, Kullaberg, the place is called. Yeah, Kullaberg is a hill located in the northwestern part of Skåne. Yeah, it is located near Höganäs, that hill. Yeah, it is located on a peninsula. Alright, I'm by a place called Kvarnparken. I need to explore how it looks like there. Yeah, my friends, it's some kind of culture house. Yeah, or should I say Folkets hus? Yeah, in English, house of people. Alright, I'm very close to the train station and the hotel too. Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm in the hotel room and soon I will go to the sauna. Alright, I will jump in the shower before I will be in the sauna. Yeah, my friends, there is the gym. Alright, I will walk in the sauna and yeah, take a look how it looks like. Yeah, my friends, I'm going to make, I'm going to strength train and show you it. Yeah, my friends, this is also a good thing to do on the gym. Yeah, I trained my back thighs, of course, and my lower back too. Alright, I'm finished with being in the sauna. I will walk back to the shower room and take a shower and then back to my hotel room where I'm going to sleep. Alright, I'm in the room now. Alright, it's a new day. I will soon walk out and eat breakfast. Alright, it's time for me to eat the breakfast. It's going to be, yeah, I'm going to be full of that. Yeah, it's almost empty here and also calm. Alright, I've left the hotel and I'm going on. Yeah, it was... now I have checked out from the hotel and I'm going to explore more of Mjölby before I will take the train. Alright, take a look at the water tower there, here in Mjölby. Yeah, and the antennas too. Alright, I am in the park here in Mjölby. Alright, I'm going to walk to the north. Alright, I'm walking by a school and a nursery school here in Mjölby. Alright, I'm going to turn to the right. Alright, I'm walking this direction now. Yeah, my friends, the spring has started and the birds have started to sing, I hear. Yeah, before I'm leaving Mjölby, I of course need to see how football pitches look like. Yeah, it's something I do in every town city I'm visiting. Yeah, almost every town city I'm visiting. Yeah, there is a football pitch and a track and field court, and there is the tennis court here in the sports area. Alright, now I'm walking on. Alright, I'm walking this direction. Yeah, my friends, I'm walking to the center of the town. Yeah, my friends, there is something. Yeah, I think it's the year the town became a town in 1654. Alright, I'm walking by the fire station here in Mjölby. Alright, I'm by the houses which belongs to the park where Swedish traditions are hosted. Yeah, my friends, there is also a dam here in Mjölby. Alright, now I'm showing you here in this side of the dam. Yeah, and take also a look at the church here in Mjölby. Alright, I am in the center of the town now. Alright, I'm walking by the park here in Mjölby again. Alright, I'm walking by the statues there. Alright, I'm walking by the gallery here in Mjölby, but unfortunately it's closed. No, I never get the chance to walk indoors and see how it looks like there. Yeah, my friends, here is a folk college here in Mjölby. Yeah, I also go on a folk college, but near Helsingborg in Skåne. Yeah, my friends, I'm walking the same direction as I did yesterday. Yeah, there is a place worth to see here in Mjölby, which I'm going to visit, which I never visited because it was too dark to be there and see. But now it's bright enough to see. It's daytime. Yeah, my friends, there are a lot of birds, seagulls. Yeah, but the birds with beautiful songs. Yeah, in Swedish they are called talgoxe and ringduva. Yeah, tallow ox somehow in English, and yeah, ring pigeon I have heard. Yeah, and there are some more birds I'm hearing. Alright, I'm walking inside the forest now. Alright, I'm in the disc golf area now. Yeah, my friends, there is some kind of shelter there built by the tree. Yeah, my friends, this time I heard a chaffinch. Yeah, in Swedish, bofink. Yeah, my friends, during 2026 I am focused on dogs, but there are other animals I'm also focusing on, such as birds out in the nature. Yeah, I'm walking back to the train station. Yeah, I need to walk back so I can be in time for the train. Yeah, the train will go from Mjölby to Moheda. Yeah, it's still the temporary bus which will go from there to Älmhult, and after that I will take the train from Älmhult to Hässleholm, and then another train from Hässleholm to Klippan, where I live. Yeah, my friends, there is a park stage. Yeah, my friends, there is a bath here in Mjölby. Right, I am in the train station now. Alright, here comes the train. But anyway, my friends, like, comment and share this video, subscribe to my channel and check out some other videos of his channel. Thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and thumbs up.